everybody, and my name's Elliot, and today I am gonna talk about rock bottom, cause I'm pretty much there right now, and I think it'd be interesting if I recorded myself and digging myself out of rock bottom. So I'm just gonna drift around and we're just gonna talk. You'll basically be my little passenger princess listening to me rant about my life and what I do and how I do it, what my thought processes are, and yeah. If you're not interested in that, feel free to not listen. That's fine too. But I'm pretty much at rock bottom, guys. Like, it's rough out here. Um, I am 30 years old. I have a bachelor's and 8 years of in-field experience, and I made this wild decision to move back in with my parents and take care of them, or that's what I was telling myself anyway, because they're getting old, you know, so excuse me. So like I was like, I need to come back here to Bangfuck, Alabama and take care of them. And I really should have waited for that. I should have kept my nice job, not moved back to Alabama, and made a little bit more money. Because now I have $175 in my bank account. And I'm 30 years old. I have $4,000 in credit card debt that I just can't seem to squash. And yeah, that's where I'm at. My girlfriend just left me, which really sucks, but I don't see a reason why she would want to stay with me. I mean, I'm just a bum, I guess. And yeah, I mean, there was other reasons why she left me. It wasn't just because I didn't have a job. And surprise, surprise, I got a new job, guys. I got a new job. And it's a good job. It pays pretty well. And I used to be in the computer science field, computer engineering. I was a full stack developer. And for the past 3 years, I just have not been able to find a job in that field. No matter how much I tried, you know, there's millions and millions of job applications, work from home, for full stack developers, and I've been applying to what feels like all of them, and not a single hit. I guess I've tried everything. I've changed my resume, I've made websites, I've made a portfolio that I think is pretty decent for a full stack developer. I got a full stack website up and running, ready to go, and on display on my portfolio website. I feel like I have a really nice portfolio website. And just none of that came to fruition. Or fruition. It was just all for naught. So, when you're. I was gonna make this video 2 weeks ago, and I was actually negative 200 2 weeks ago in my bank account. My bank account almost closed on me, but somehow miraculously I got this new job, and it's in healthcare, and I'm doing something I feel is important, impactful to the community, and things are starting to look up. But my girlfriend, bless her heart, she was taking care of me with her shitty gas station job, and they're running her into the ground, and she's making barely 400 a week, sometimes working 6 days a week, and she was just tired of it, and I don't blame her. I also was not being a good boyfriend during this time. I would wake up, I would slam some Alabama sweet tea, and I would sit on my computer all day. I was filling out applications and trying to get a job, but I was also dicking around playing video games, because I'm a gamer. What else am I going to do with all this free time? And take it from a fool. Normal girls, they don't really like video games, man. They say they can support the hobby and they understand hobbies and stuff, but ultimately, I've had 5 relationships, and they were all pretty long-lasting relationships. But at the end of the day, I just want to come home, relax, and play some video games, like do whatever. And I mean, I don't feel like I was that neglectful of my girlfriend's in the past feelings, but in the end I was. So reflecting on it, I was just not a good boyfriend. I was focused more on playing video games because video games made me happy while I was depressed. And my girlfriend made me happy too, but my girlfriend also had a lot of mental health issues and was not in a mental state to take care of my depressed ass with no job having ass. And we had a rough go, and I wasn't giving her the love and attention that she desired, that she needed in her life. And I dropped the ball. And she was a baddie, man. She was everything any guy could ever ask for. She was hot, she was beautiful, she was kind-hearted, loving, just the right kind of weird. And I dropped it. I dropped the ball. Go this way. Oh, I can't. And I don't know. I am at rock bottom. No relationship anymore. No money. And I'm trying to crawl my way out. And luckily, I'm a little sad about the whole girlfriend thing. I'm extremely heartbroken because we were together 3 years and shit like that, and she just got fed up with it, I guess, and I don't blame her. I do not blame her one bit. And I feel like I was this close to being you know, back in the saddle because I got this new job. They're paying me good money to be in this healthcare business, and I was helping people. I was satisfied with my job, and I was feeling good. I was feeling ready. I was like, all right, things are gonna go back to normal. Things are gonna be good. I'm gonna take care of my girlfriend. I'm gonna start paying for everything. She can quit this shitty job of hers if she wants to, and she can do whatever she wants. She can have whatever job she wants, and she just gave up right at the finish line. I feel like, but I said some things to her that hurt her deeply. I told her she was hard to love when obviously she wasn't. Um, I cheated on her the first month we were together because, I wasn't sure if we were going to last because of a lot of reasons, but there's a major age gap, and let me tell you guys, do not go for those age gap girls. I don't know. It's just, age gaps aren't it, man. From the guy's perspective, at least. I mean, I feel like if I dated a 40, 50-year-old, I'd be fine with it. But we started dating when she was younger than she should have been. Probably she was 19, I was 26. So we lasted 3.5 years. So I'm 30 now, and she was 22, and I didn't really feel the age gap that much because I don't know. I'm not trying to justify it or anything. Like I shouldn't have been in that ballpark, bro. I should not. I just got out of a horrible, horrible breakup with a girl that was my age, and this this batty 19-year-old came along and showed interest in me, and I bit. I took the bait, and she seemed really cool and pretty mature for her age, but she was fresh out of high school and she wanted to experience life, and I get that, and I feel like I gave her some pretty good times. We've been a lot of places. We've traveled around the states a little bit, but I wasn't giving it enough. I wasn't there for her when she needed me, you know? And I took all of her feelings for granted, and I took everything she did for granted, and she was on the grind. She was working hard to take care of both of us when I was out of a job, and she was feeding both cats. She was paying for all our food. I mean, we're lucky we don't have a rent because that would have just destroyed us. But from all that, I don't regret being in a relationship with her. It taught me a lot about mental illnesses and shit like that. I was a hard ass, and I thought I didn't have any mental illnesses when we first got into our relationship because I was always happy. I always had something to be happy about. I was always satisfied with my life. But let me tell you, man, not having a job for 3 years, or not having a good job for 3 years, I still had, jobs. Like I was delivering pizzas. I worked at a boba tea shop for a bit. But it was just hard. I was making $8 an hour, and that's just, it's unfeasible to live on. I don't know how anyone's living on that shit. And I don't know, like I dropped the ball. I had all this going for me. I had a great career. I had this great degree that was like, look at me, I'm smart. I can get another job in 2 months if I really wanted to. That's not the case, man. You can't do that. You have to plan far, far ahead of where you're going to be if you want to change jobs. Take it from a fool, man. Like, I had a nice, cushy job that was paying me close to 100K a year. And I got greedy. I told myself, I don't need this job. They're not paying me. I was in a senior position as a full stack developer. And, those senior positions should be making 190, 200K, So I was like, I'm going to go find something else. I'm going to go move in with my parents, find a sick ass remote job, and I'm going to be set. Like, I'm going to work for 2-3 years, and then I'll be rich, like I'll be fine. But 1 year came around, 2 years came around, 3 years came around, and like those software developer jobs, man, let me tell you, if you have a year gap, they know and they don't want to hire you. If you have a year gap in your resume, they're like, you have dementia. You don't know anything about this field anymore. You don't know what you're doing. Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, just give me a shot. I just need another shot. That's all I need. But so I just started shotgunning my resume. Like I was filling out resumes to delivery jobs. I was filling out resumes to medical, to just anything that was hiring that was above 15 an hour. Like I just needed something. And I came across this job. They finally hired me. It's a really cushy job, but it's not like a software engineer job, it's not paying me that much. And so, but it's paying me more than I reasonably thought I was going to get, to be honest. So I get my second paycheck on this Friday. And we'll see where it goes from there, like it's a cushy job. I'm going to catch up on all my credit cards with this second paycheck. I need some new tires on my car because it's a delivery job. I deliver oxygen for healthcare patients. But once I get some new tires and pay off these credit cards, hopefully I'll start equalizing, man. That's what I want to do, is start equalizing. And after equalizing, I don't know what the next objective is. I'm going to pay off these credit cards and probably look at buying a house or building a house, whichever one comes first. And it's going to take probably a few years to get to that point. Unless YouTube decides to blow up the algorithm, But yeah, that's where I'm at. I was negative 200 2 weeks ago. I have 175 in my bank account right now. And I'm just putting my head down, trying to get over this horribly broken up relationship. Because, she cheated on me, man. I caught her red-handed and it was rough. It was a bad breakup. And I don't blame her. I don't blame her for cheating on me. boyfriend for a long time. Because who puts a fence there? Because it's just, I wasn't good. I was not a good person because I was just on this struggle bus this whole time. I thought I could do so much better, and I just couldn't. I went through all of my savings, all of my funds. I had to get a horribly shitty job that made me want to kill myself. And it's just rough out there. But I finally have a job that makes me feel like I matter. Like I'm a good person for working this job. I'm taking care of people. I'm making them live longer lives, and I don't know. I think it would be an interesting series to watch someone come from absolutely nothing and make something of themselves, you know? And I think that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to be my best self. I'm going to start hitting the gym. I'm going to start working on myself. I'm going to really, really focus on this job and try to be the best I can be at this job. And maybe they'll give me some raises here and there. I'll get to travel or something. This is one of those jobs where you have the potential to travel a lot because different areas need deliveries and stuff. So you could potentially be out to a completely different state. And I feel like that'd be really cool. I wasn't really excited for it when I had my relationship, you know, because I don't want to leave my girlfriend for extended periods of time, just because I would miss her. But now that that's over, I guess everything happens for a reason, you know? And hopefully I make it. Because I'm really trying here, man. I'm really trying. And I want to be the person I know I can be. And once I get some money and some leeway, I can start working on more things that I love, you know, that I focus on. It's like video games. I want to make a video game. I want to make apps, web apps, and video game apps. Throw some shit in the web store, you know. Throw some shit on Steam. I just want to give back to this community that has practically raised me. I've been playing video games since I was 5 years old. I love video games. And I love playing video games. I love watching people play video games. I love all this stuff. And that's what I went to school for, was to make video games. I went to engineering school and got into major amounts of debt, like $100,000 worth of debt. And luckily I paid that off. I could be worse off. I could have $100,000 in debt still. But I got lucky. I had a good job. And I don't know. I can see somewhat of a finish line when it comes to money, you know? And I want to get to the finish line. I want to pay off these $4,000, you know? Like, that's all I have to do. That's all I need to equalize myself. And it's just so hard because the interest is 30%, man. Like 30% interest. And it's just rough, man. It's rough out there. Don't take a fool's advice. Don't get into credit card debt. If you are going to use your credit card, only use what you have. You have to pay that off every single month. And if you can't pay it off that month, don't use it. I know there's situations that are emergencies, like, holy shit, you got in a car wreck, you broke your neck, like, but I don't know, man. Medical debt is a lot less, how do I put it? A lot less taxing than regular debt, credit card debt. Like, sometimes you can get away with not paying any medical debt, and sometimes you can't. But, you know, the doctors aren't going to let you die. Hopefully. You never know. But just be wise with your money, man. Be wise with your money, and just, I'm hitting the grind now, and I'll let you know how it is. I'm gonna try to make a video every day. Probably not as long as this one, because this one's, you know, like my first video. Gotta like introduce yourself, you know. But yeah, I'm at rock bottom, and if you are too, just look for the finish line, because it's there. We just gotta get to it. We gotta put our heads down. We gotta grind. And we gotta get to it. But also, while you're putting your head down, don't neglect the people that love you and are supporting you, because that's what I did. I neglected my probably one and only true love. Who knows? Maybe someone else is out there, you know. I still don't think I deserved to be cheated on. This is her third time doing it, so maybe we were never meant to be. I forgave her each time, but maybe I'm just fucking retarded, dude. Like, maybe I'm just stupid, like, straight up. But yeah, that's me. That's my life. This is where I'm at. I'm in a hole. And if you want to come with me on a journey to dig myself out of this hole, I'll post my bank account numbers every day, and I'll highlight all my spending or something like that. Probably not going to play this drifting game the whole time. I didn't have any other ideas. I might play something else, you know. And yeah, I hope you dig yourself out of the hole you're in, if you're in one. And if you do, I'm going to be so proud of you. I'm already proud of you for doing what you've done to get this far in life. And shit, I'm 30 and I'm still figuring out life. And I'm still figuring out how I should treat people and how to handle things like mental illnesses, because I've never been good at that stuff, man. I've been horrible at it all my life, because I've been happy for 90% of my life. I ain't getting a call. That's a pretty good place to stop. It was nice getting to know you guys, and I hope you guys stick around for whatever it is I'm doing with this channel. Thanks. Bye.